what's up, you guys? Tom is back with another Linscents video. Today we have one fragrance from Fragrance World, but before we get into that, just want to say thank you guys again. It is an honor to be playing on one of those electronic devices, whether it's that cell phone, the tablet, the laptop, the Macintosh, that brand new big screen TV, whether you watch me at home, at work, on a plane, a train, or an automobile. Maybe you're watching me right now, taking a look at some designer fragrances. You don't know which one to get. I may have a better option for you today, but however, wherever you're watching me, it is an honor. You guys are new to this channel. You like what you see, hit the subscribe button, comment, and like. Likes are very, very important. Now, before I get into this one, I'm going to show you guys a couple of stores right here that I use a lot, and some discount codes. Yes, discount codes right there. Use them up. And actually, one of those stores, Bandier Fragrance, is the store that I purchased this fragrance. So with that being said, you guys have always asked me, how does it compare to the original? And a lot of times I tell you, just go buy a fragrance and just enjoy it for what it is. Don't enjoy it for it being like this or like this or like this. Now, occasionally, when Fragrance World or one of the other companies does something like this, I actually am quite excited because it's like there's no guesswork needed in this one. Now, it would be nice, especially that I know what this fragrance is. I kind of wish that maybe it was a different bottle, and then, because I believe I can probably guess this one, okay, without me actually knowing what exact fragrance this is cloning. But in this case, again, when they have fragrances like that where there's no need to actually guess, okay, you can just, okay, this is what they're going for. Now, the thing is, when they do that, they have to really knock it out of the ballpark, okay? And especially with some of the designers, because some of the designers nowadays, depending on which one you're getting, especially some Dolce & Gabbana, which is the clone of this fragrance, those you can actually get pretty cheap if you shop correctly, okay? So I do have the real thing in front of me, and then I have the Fragrance World edition here, and we shall see if Fragrance World has done this right. And this is a clone of one Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Forever, which I just absolutely love. That bitter orange citrusy scent up at the top, that grapefruit, which smells so good, smells high quality in my opinion. This fragrance just smells so good. So Fragrance World does have their own edition, and this one is called La Una Forever Blue. La Uno Forever Blue. So the one. Okay, so like Dolce & Gabbana, the one Forever Blue. Now I'm assuming this is a clone of Forever because they do have a clone of the original Intense as well, which I actually have that here as well. See? La Uno Intense Blue. Now again, sometimes it is weird to buy a fragrance like that, especially if the real deal is kind of in that ballpark where you can get it for cheap. So what this fragrance must do is be pretty much the same and last longer, project louder. Okay, that's what this fragrance has to do. When these fragrances come out with exact dupes, that's the only thing that they can do to actually persuade anybody to, you know, not buy the real thing. So hopefully this is good. So it has like a velvety texture, like suede-ish, if you will. And we open that up and let's see what it's all about. Now, with the regular designer Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Forever, you're not going to get a fancy box, so you're not getting that with this as well. And wow. So if you put these bottles right, okay, so they literally are trying to take literally everything about it. There's obviously some clear differences. One being the width of the bottle, okay? This one is a little bit slimmer, feels a little bit better in the hand. This one's a little bit wider, also feels pretty good in the hand. Let's see if the caps feel any different. The Forever Blue, the real Forever, has a slightly heavier weight. But other than that, they are literally pretty much the same. If you put these up there, and I was like, go get Light Blue Forever, and you didn't see the name of it right away, you just went up there, you probably would just grab this one if you know your Forever Blue fragrances. Okay, so here we go. We will do the one on the left. The left side, we will do the real thing. Okay, here we go. The dog's head is going to get a little bit of that. I like the way that Forever Blue clicks into place too. Just a nice, satisfying clicky. Okay. This actually has the better atomizer of the two already. Nice. Man, in the air, it is pretty much a grapefruit explosion right now in the air. Grapefruit, that again, grapefruit as in the citrusy, but also that white bittery part that you get from the skin of grapefruit. You get both that juicy sweetness from that grapefruit and then also that bitterness from the white part. So let's get closer and see what it's all about. See, both hands right now. I would say the real thing has a bigger sheen of oil on the skin. So there's a check for the Forever, the real thing. But let's go to the smell and see if there's any difference. Now, again, what they say with some of these Middle Easterns is that you are going to have to let them sit, see if anything changes over time, okay? Again, these things are probably made by the billions and just being distributed, okay, like that. So we are going to have to see what that does later on down the line. However, what I can say is that the real deal, man, that is beautiful. It's citrusy, slightly bitter. It's got that nice green effect to it, that green grassy note as well. Very earthy as well, very open, almost like on a beach with a grapefruit type shandy drink or something like that. This one has a more tartness to it, that more of a sour grapefruit smell to it. This one is almost like kind of sweet. It almost, now I don't think I had anything on my hand. You know what? Let me go here because there's almost, and I don't recall Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Forever having almost this sweet honey smell, but almost smells like a sweet honey smell that I'm getting in my hand. So I can't tell if I got anything on it there. So let's spray on the wrist as well, just to kind of make sure. The dog's head is going to get a nice little dose of that Forever. Man, Forever is so good, you guys. One of my favorite combos is using Dolce & Gabbana Forever and Acqua di Gio Profumo. Use those together. It's magical. Yeah, I'm getting it here too. So there's almost this sweet element from Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue Forever that I really don't recall, because a lot of times when I'm wearing it, obviously it's just wearing it on your skin and you kind of go with what you get in the air. Okay, you get that grapefruit, that sweet green kind of salty, beachy vibe smell, okay, which is very nice. When you actually get close to it, again, there almost smells like there's this sweet subtleness right behind all that. I'm starting to get it. This one smells, so this one almost smells more like a honey sweetness to me. This one smells like a white sugar sweetness to me. Getting that woody, sandy vibe as well, like I'm getting over here. And this could be the thing where it's like, you should get both. That way you know which one you like. Okay, and in this case, I do have both. And in this case, you can definitely smell the difference. That's not to say Fragrance World is bad. It doesn't smell as strong as the real thing. Now, when you sprayed it in the air, yes, you definitely got that whiff of that grapefruit. And it's very lovely, okay? And I'm pretty sure that if you sprayed pretty heavy, it seemed like this one shot out more juice. Although this one had the better sprayer, it was more of a lighter spray. Let's try one more spray over here just to see. Very nice atomizer, by the way. Okay, so I think I was slightly further away when I sprayed this the first time, so it didn't get as much as that juice right away, because as you can see, the sheen on the skin is a little bit better. So let's see if that makes a difference. Yep. So I can honestly say this with a 100% certainty. Get the real thing. If you can afford the few little extra dollars more, again, that one, the fragrance world is about 35 to 40 bucks. Okay. So if you go on eBay and look up Forever Testers, you probably get it for about maybe 60, 70 bucks, maybe even cheaper if you want a smaller size. And honestly, this is the case where I say go spend the little bit more money. Okay. Again, this is not a bad fragrance. However, it just doesn't have that punch that this one has. This has that punchy, that sour, that bitterness, that perfectly balanced grapefruit right here. Okay, this one smells almost like a candied grapefruit. Okay, not natural, more like maybe it's a artificial flavoring, if you will. So like having a real peach or pear or plum, and then having an artificial peach plum. It's got that flavor. It'll make you think that it's a grapefruit, but it's not quite there. And so with that being said, Forever would be the way to go. Not Fragrance World, Dolce & Gabbana. And again, I am the one to say that if you can find a good clone, go for that instead. Save yourself some money. But in this case, I would actually tell you to go spend that extra few dollars and get the real thing, because in this case, again, it depends if you would like more of that sweet tartness or more of almost like a sweeter side of things. But very, not similar, not the same, but you can see where it's going. It's kind of going that grapefruit route, but it's slightly sweeter. This one has more of that bitter, that beautiful grapefruit, which is very nice. So again, that is that. This time, we are going to have to say this is clearly the better option. Okay, so I'm going to get up out of here. Again, I mean, everything about this says like this might be better, this one. The bottle feels heavier. It's thicker. Feels nice. Has the better sprayer. But in the end, the winner goes to this one. Better quality, just better overall smell in general. Babe! Are you available? Real quick. Let's see if the wife can kind of tell you if what I'm smelling is kind of what she would tell you about both of these fragrances, okay? We will not tell her which one is which yet.
Something grapefruit.
So she can smell grapefruit. She probably won't be coming all the way on screen today. So we will let you smell them without knowing which one is which first.
Mm-hmm. It's like citrusy or something. A little less citrusy. Well, no, not really. Okay. This one's a lot stronger. My.
Does it smell better though?
I feel like
Because again, stronger doesn't always necessarily mean better. Again, we're going with the overall scent.
Like maybe it has mint in it or something.
There's like green aspects to it.
Well, this one might have it too. I don't know. This one's just very strong. Maybe that's the one I smell over there. I think I like this one better. And that one's just very strong.
Okay. So, she said this one's stronger, but she likes this one slightly better. And that is the fragrance world. This is the Dolce & Gabbana. I like the Dolce & Gabbana better. She actually likes the fragrance world a little bit better. Again, they are close because they both have that citrus take to it. This one is a little brighter, a little bit more of that sourness that you get from a grapefruit, that bitterness that you get from a grapefruit. This one kind of goes right to the grapefruit and sweet aspect, which, again, if you want that more realistic grapefruit smell, you go with this one. But if you want kind of like the toned down one, the great value one, the one that is not made with 100% grapefruit, then you go with this one. But again, in this case, I suggest to just save the extra $20 to $30 and get the real deal, okay? Because the Fragrance World one is about $40, give or take. So, I mean, if you can spend that last $20 to $30 to get the real thing. Now, if you don't even want none of these in general, you just don't got to buy either one. So, there you go. So, save your money and buy something different. But we will get to the light blue intense another day. But that is that. And I am getting out of here. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed. Peace out.